Right. Welcome to the singles love reading. It's for you if you're single and looking for love. Basically, it's a 4-card read. What qualities your partner has, where you'll look for them or what they'll remind you of, and kind of hints and clues to where you can find them. Number 3 is your blocks, and number 4, your qualities that might attract them. So, my name's Tristan. This is Midnight Fish. I'll start the reading off with a card from my mum's deck. Let's see what the tarot has to say today. Oh, lovely. Number 35. The anchor's a sign of a happy event, basked in sunshine, peaceful and content. When the anchors are apart some distance from you, good luck will depart and leave life askew. So that's about the position it is in the reading. I used to do big spreads with these cards, but it's like stability, you know. I mean, the anchor is quite a common symbol in a lot of things. I'm just going to dip into my cards, just make sure I've got things straight in my head. Yeah, stability, success, security, long-term success, perseverance, and determination. Takes a lot of determination if you're dating. Yeah, behind that friend. Oh, maybe this is someone you'll meet that you'll be able to have a stable connection with. Those are the best kind, aren't they? It's funny because in like romantic stories, it's always a bit tumultuous. Always intense ups and downs. And most people just would probably be happy with a bit of contentment. Yeah, also talks about determination. Which, like I said, if you're looking for love, you kind of need, don't you? So we'll see what the Bloodlands Oracle has to say, if it agrees with me. What cards it wants to give me. I've had a nice relaxing day. Did some painting. And some boring housework. The tomb and the river. We've had the tomb before. It's about laying to rest secrets with reverence or closing off parts of your life, if I remember correctly. Death, things buried, past selves or events. The tomb card represents what has been buried or something that we thought was buried that has come back into our lives. To be placed in a tomb is to honour that which has passed on beyond the material. It is the memorial of a being or a way of being that is no longer necessary. The death of an old self, of an old relationship, of old habits or beliefs. The tomb card is a call to let something go, but in reverence. Maybe you're giving up on it, online dating and going to a speed dating event. Who knows? Something you've decided to put to rest. Something that doesn't work for you anymore. Maybe that's why you're looking for love. The river. Direction, momentum, and going with the flow. This lovely river through the canyons. A river flows the path of least resistance, carving its way slowly over eons through rock and earth, carrying all that joins it to its end. It grows the more it is fed and is harnessed for its power. It is a home to fish and other animals. It feeds the plants along its banks and the fields it divides, and its surface is travelled upon great distances, connecting worlds. Be reassured. This card finds you in a state of consistent movement towards your goals, carrying you effortlessly where you desire. Nice, smooth travel down the river. Hopefully not up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. I mean, that would be, bearing things, putting stuff to rest with honour and reverence, and letting life take you along its flow, which is nice. I quite like letting life take me with the flow of it. You find new things sometimes. So we'll start the reading with the Morgan Greer deck, and then I'll clarify with the little lights here. Wonder if I've actually got enough brain stamina to do this reading. Every time I start one, I think, God, is this going to be okay? Yeah. Yeah. But then once you start doing it, it kind of feels all right. I guess that's kind of like what dating's a bit like. Yeah. We'd all like to know the ins and outs of the people we let close to us. But how much can you find out about a person just from what they say about themselves? You've got to get to know them, don't you? Yeah. Looks like you're looking for stability. This anchor in the river, maybe you just want to let go of the anchor. Yeah. Ace of rods, ace of wands. Yeah, want to have a bit of fun. Let's see what happens when I split the deck out. Underneath we've got Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords behind. So I'm just going to do them as 4 cards because it's easier with this spread. So these are the qualities your partner has. How strange that I was just talking about what you can know about a person. They've come up as the moon. Mysterious woman or man or horse or dog or lobster in the card. I mean, you could be dating the moon. Most poets would love that. Right. And this is who they'll remind you of. Gosh, an earth angel. Beautiful. That's very stable energy, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, fully anchored. Beautiful, sort of serene, protective, divine light. And where to look for them? I mean, maybe you'll see them in church. I don't know, it looks outside. Maybe. Who they'll remind you of is somebody obviously very holy. These are your blocks. And we've got the 7 of Swords has made an appearance. Flipping heck. Okay. I hate that card. And then in this position, your qualities. Oh my, aren't you a Knight of Pentacles? Very nice. This is what they like about you. Yeah, okay. 9 Pentacles. So we can start at the moon. Oh, hello, Judgment's come out. So this is the qualities that your partner has. So taking that they're a bit of a mystery to you. Have you seen them? You want to get to know a bit more about them. Yeah. Well, maybe they're into the occult. Or maybe they work the night shift. Who knows? Maybe they got a couple of dogs. I don't know. You get a sense of mystery from them. The moon is also about like hidden knowledge. So with the angel, it might be that they have like some sort of spiritual kind of occult connection to the world. They could be like me, a reader, or a witch. Witches aren't actually scary. Yeah. And the moon, I think it's qualifying what I said this is about. This is emotions as well in this deck, in the water. 8 cups behind it. Yeah, they're a mystery to you. They're very emotional. Or this is someone you might meet that they're a mystery to you, but you can sense that there's a lot of emotion behind them. Let's see if the cards agree. 4 of Wands. Yeah. It's 4 of Wands, like party time, and the Chariot, he's having a good old time as well, racing around. But behind it, there's something deeper. Maybe they're like, they look like everyone's popular friend, or like, yeah, maybe on first impressions you don't think that there's much to them, but you can see that there's something behind this sort of energetic party-like atmosphere that they got going on there. There's definitely more behind them. Mystery. Because this is who they'll remind you of. Temperance. Little angel. Very sweet. someone strong. It's like a pure energy. Watch the deck disagree with me. I did that yesterday when I was talking about Jesus. This is not pure. It's sweaty and sinful. 5 of Wands. And the King of Swords behind that. Wow, that's a bit of an intense energy. Oh, this ring's going to annoy me if it keeps bashing on the glass. Queen of Swords. Look, yeah, 2 swordsy people. Bloody hell. And the 10 of Swords. Oh my god. Liking. Whew. 10 swords. Wow. Okay, so they're like... yeah. They remind you of somebody who conquers their darker side through intellect, not base desires. That's why the angel's here. They can control their desires. Queen of Swords. Yeah, 10 swords. Something's just ended in their life, so they remind you of somebody who can go through struggles really easily, not lose patience. And even though that life is full of trouble and strife, they'll remind you of an angel, the patience of an angel, maybe. Do they have the patience of an angel? They've clearly got a sharp tongue as well. And they've been through 10 swords and 5 wands, and they know life. They can start again. Okay. Competition. Clash. All right. King of Swords underneath. So this is your block. It's the 7 of Swords. Trickery, lies, deception. Maybe you haven't approached them and you happen to use a little bit of the old 7 of Swords to get to know about them. I suppose if that's who they remind you of, and that's who they are when you meet them, this mysterious sort of party, kind of like, yeah, maybe you want to not show your interest first. Queen of Cups and 6 of Pentacles. You want to share your love with them. Yeah, because you see a 10, you'll see a 10 cups with them. And the wheel will turn. Oh, that feels so unstable. Like that could invert at the turn of a wheel, constantly turning depending on what's going on with the trickery bit. This is giving me sort of, you know, like when a girl dates a guy and their girlfriends, all their friends sort of do an FBI check on the guy first. Make sure he's not like registered somewhere. You know, speak to people he's dated before, sort of like finding information. But it's almost on a knife edge, because I suppose, yeah, but here it's not going to be something they enjoy knowing about. So best keep it all secret. If you feel it's a 10 cups, I guess you got to do what you got to do. Maybe if they'd stop acting so bloody mysterious, hey. And Knight of Pentacles is the energy that they'll be attracted to in you. Which is interesting. Knight of Pentacles is a nice stable energy. Good, grounded, practical death and rebirth. Wow. And the 8 of Swords behind that. You're someone who can become trapped by their thoughts, but through death and rebirth you can change. That's something they like about you. The World. Wow, 4 of Swords. Which is a kind of similar to Knight of Pentacles energy, isn't it? This sort of... You've got a place next to you that you want to fill. There's this little heart here. And you've been patiently waiting. This Knight of Pentacles, patiently waiting. And you've looked all over the world for this person to fill this place. Here we have the 4 wands here again, which is similar to the picture that comes in the Wild Unknown net deck for the 4 wands portal, that triangle. It's quite interesting that image is in this deck. Yeah, change recently. Yeah, you've been looking all over the world, sending out the Knight of Pentacles, looking for your lover to take up the space next to you. Like James Bond looking for a girlfriend. Some MI5 action going on here. All very balanced, light and dark. Okay. So this is someone who'll catch your eye because of their stability, their patience. They know how to deal with darker urges and their shadow sides, maybe their trauma and pain, because the Queen of Swords can also be a woman that's experienced pain, woman or man. Obviously 10 swords is quite painful, but still to maintain through 10 swords and having to be Queen of Swords, to still have the energy of temperance. That's what you want to look for. If you recognize that in somebody, maybe that's who you should ask out, basically. That's what it's saying to you. And these qualities are like somebody who's very popular and does lots of stuff and goes places and takes action with the Chariot, but they're very, like, not many people maybe know them that well with the Moon. All very secretive, but very connected as well to like spiritual things, which comes out with Temperance here again. So I'm saying maybe stop the 7 swords business. Whatever you're doing. You might scare them off. I'm going to stick these at the top. Halo's gold. See what this Queen of 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, which is this awesome, independent. Yeah, you're both quite independent. Or you're having to give up an independent energy. 7 of Cups. Yeah. She got her grapes. Let's see. Okay. 9 Pentacles and 9 Pentacles. Okay. It's telling me that what I'm saying is right. 5 Pentacles behind that too. Oh, there's the 7 of Swords. 6 Pentacles. Justice. This is the energy of, like, especially with that underneath, this regret. You lose things, you get cut out, kept in the cold. I mean, you know, people aren't single because they've won the lottery. It's often because either they've not had a date with anyone because they're like 10. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're too young to have a husband. Or you're single because you've come out of a relationship, and that hurts. And you learn lessons every time. Here we have Justice. And once you get your independence back and you find yourself again, it's very difficult to trust, and to share. You want to make sure that the sharing is, there's justice involved, that you're not going to get shafted, because a lot of people do get kind of, you know, I know every story's got 2 sides, but relationships can be dysfunctional for both people. I suppose it's what they call toxic relationships, but I don't really necessarily think it's toxic. It's just 2 unhealed people that rub each other up the wrong way sometimes. But you hope that through learning and passing through relationships, you can kind of make yourself better. Yeah. 9 Pentacles, 9 Pentacles. Right. Stability. Secure. I'm going to finish off with, that's going to annoy me. Change hands. Let's see. What should the viewer do when they meet this person? Yeah. So strange. This energy is so different. Queen of Swords and 10 of Swords is very business and painful and no fun. And Temperance is like all goody two shoes. But here you got like this 4 of 1 celebration with the Chariot and the Moon, all secrecies and hidden knowledge and nighttime things. Day and night, really. Who they'll remind you of, but what they really are. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Oh, hello. Didn't want those two. Let's see, what should the viewer do? Well, I mean, it's definitely telling you to not do 7 of Swords businesses, because the wheel can be a bit of an unsteady place to predict. 10 of Cups is a bit of a, you know, that's a big thing to risk with 7 of Swords activity. So, yeah. Oh, Ace of Cups behind at the Tower. Wow, something big. There's a lot of love here. Overflowing Ace of Cups. King of Pentacles. Stability. Queen of Swords again. Okay, and the 8 of Swords. Wow. It's a bit like, that's a bit tough. Quite a few swords in this reading. Yeah, this Queen of Swords is watching, and she might be watching for 7 of Swords behaviour. I suppose if you're caught in 8 of Swords, it's like a trap, isn't it? Imprisoned by your own thoughts, but you can get out quite easily. 8 of Swords is, you can just get out. I'm gonna have to think about this. Sometimes I get combinations and I think, how is this advice? Perhaps it's about, yeah, Queen of Swords, the truth, no bullshit. King of Pentacles is a bit more mature, isn't it? It's a mature energy. This is mature. A King of Swords, a King of Pentacles wouldn't do 10 swords shit. The Queen of Swords wouldn't do that either. She'd send a Knight of Pentacles to do her bidding, or a page. Yeah, you need to face the consequences of 7 swords behavior. I don't know. Is that it? Singles readings are hard. Don't know if I always like doing these ones, but I'll keep at it. Maybe get in the swing of things. Yeah. Yeah. I do like the fact that she's tied up in that though. Yeah, imprisoned with all these swords. Stumped. Little blue jay. Little birdie messenger. Yeah, anyway. There's an Ace of Cups there, so it looks like you'll be able to recognise them. It's obviously that they've already caught your eye. If 7 swords is very much like you've obviously know about them already. It's not like, or maybe this is your tendency to do things because you want a 10 of Cups. But the Wheel of Fortune's turned a lot in your life, and you know, people have upside downs and ups and downs in romance. It's not always an easy path. Yeah. 8 swords. How is this? This inner reflection. It's about some inner reflection, I think. Looking at what you're doing. Is it in line with what you think is right? I guess. Yeah, anyway. I'm not so sure how good that one is, but if you liked it, thanks. Give us a like. If you didn't, move on, it's fine. I'm going to go do my other favourite reading now, which is my problem solution. I quite enjoy that one. If you are looking for love, good luck. I'm sure you'll find it. There's plenty of fish in the sea, as I say. So you just got to go out and and look, really, it doesn't come to you, does it? No. All right, well, have a good night, and thanks for watching. Bye.